everybody. Happy Wednesday. You're very welcome aboard to another simulator stream. Today we're doing X-Plane. Haven't done X-Plane in a month of Sundays, so I said, right, we'll jump in now and see what it's all about. We're previewing a very soon to be released Just Flight aircraft. Down there, you devil. This is the BAE 146. Now, we've flown this before in Flight Sim 2020 and 24, and as I said, the release is imminent, due out today. So it's actually great to see Just Flight still bringing out add-ons for X-Plane. I mean, we've seen it in Flight Sim, and it's really, really good. This is an awesome aircraft, and we're in the 300 variant, and we're going to be flying out to from Shannon up to Dublin, where we flew our 777 yesterday. We're going to go back up to Dublin today, and then a little bit later on, we're going to check out a new helicopter. Well, it's relatively new. I haven't flown it before. It's the AW109, this one from X-Trident. So there's two fairly new, well, one brand new add-on for X-Plane, and yeah, I haven't been in X-Plane in so long, and it's a great sim, so that's what we're doing today. Yes. Then we'll take a little break later on. We're going to catch up with the Microsoft Flight Sim developer stream. That's on at around 6:30 Irish time. Good man, Conti. Yes, we're going to need it. We're going to need all the help. And then we're back tonight then at 1900 Zulu time for the news. Right? It's a double header, a double stream. Yes. And my co-pilot is here, the cat. Hello, cat. She doesn't say much now. She did move since we were here yesterday, you know. She rambles around the place. But anyway, hope you're keeping very well. Who's here looking on a Wednesday daytime stream? It is Wednesday, yeah. Jeez, you lose track of days, lads. I was up early this morning. Went out at 6 o'clock this morning for a walk. I tried a bit of a jog. Perhaps it's a silent J, you know, jogging. Went out for the jog this watch, Jesus. Right, more is needed in that department, but sure, we still went out for a walk. It was grand. But anyway, look, MDA, good to see you, my guy. Hope you're keeping very well. Conti is here, welcome aboard. Shout out to Conti because the man streams X-Plane, and it is great to see X-Plane content. I mean, with Flight Sim 2020 and 2024, it's a beautiful sim, don't get me wrong, and it is my favourite sim. But it's always interesting to see what goes on in the world of X-Plane. Most notably, their 777 from Flight Factor recently updated. The 757 just got an update yesterday, and the 767 also got an update yesterday. So there's some great stuff happening in the world of X-Plane, and I'm currently running the beta 5. Happy to Jesus. And yeah, we'll see how it all goes. So you're very welcome in, Conti. Perpetual Omega, welcome aboard. Malky Mac is in the house. PH Roy, good day. He says, day stream at Murph. Probably do some morning workout together. Yes. Simulated. Commander Balosh, hope you're well. Conti flew the 146 before. It was fun. I think you were flying it last night, Conti. Tima is here, welcome aboard. The Limbics. Welcome in, man. You're looking absolutely mighty. Now, where's this button? I pressed the wrong one yesterday. There we are now. Sure, listen. Right, we're over here, look. Little Trader, welcome aboard. APU Inspector is here. 155 streams in a row, look. Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Sir Camsalot, AJH, hope all is well. Happy Wednesday. 98 Vulcan is here. Good day once again, Murph and Fireflies. 7:32 p.m. Wednesday evening, and it's raining in Gosford, Australia. Jesus. Linny Bobbins, welcome aboard. Filthy is here. Dazati Arab. Damn it, Jim, he says. I'm getting no work done with these streams. Be grand. Say nothing to no one. Every time I looked at Twitch this week, Murph streaming, says MDA. Right? Walking is overrated. It is. MacVision for your tier 1 sub to Conti. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Insane support and generosity. But yes, as I said, it's just been ages since I got to use X-Plane, so we'll have to wait and see. Does Say Intentions also work with X-Plane? It does, Tima. It absolutely does. There's no traffic injection planned for it, but in terms of the ATC stuff, yeah, it works, man. It works. Stop trucking. Ooh, having a nosy in here, you say. Today I did a Murph level injury. Oh dear, Limbics, what did you do? He says, I was enjoying leftover pizza rather hungrily. In the midst of saying enjoyment, I bit me cheek. Jesus. You started a hype train. You bit the inside of your cheek. There was pain and curses and blood and curses. How did you bite your teeth though? Jesus. MDA Tier 3, 29 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. That's insane support. Stu Snape is here, 4 months at Tier 1. He says, just a quick hello before I get back to work. Say nothing to no one, you know. Very busy, researching things and stuff. You know what I mean? But yes, right, we're over here now. Look, to Blaze, yes, welcome. Hope all is well. But yeah, with Say Intentions, it does work inside of X-Plane, which is great, you know. And I have a couple of add-ons. I'll show you what I'm using. It's. Jesus, I'm trying to remember. I think the last time I jumped into X-Plane, I was flying the chopper, the 139. That one from X-Rotors. It's actually really, really nice. And of course, you have the incredible Hot Start Challenger. Right? Absolutely incredible aircraft. For Awesome Gamer, top of the morning to you. Aggressive enjoyment. It's like eating, what are they called? A Toblerone. Right? They hurt when you get it wrong. You know, especially if you try and savage it, just, you know, the top of the Alp up to, right, it happens. But anyway, let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. So, I think we're all in, lads. Who's this now? Mali Joke Sim, good to see you. The 146, due out today. It's due out a little bit later on today, so we'll see what the crack is, right? So what we'll do, well, shall we ramble over to X-Plane? Because as I say, it's been so long since I've used it, right? Come on over here now. Ah, yes. So... Jesus. We're on the ground here at Shannon, and this is a payware scenery. Boundus, I think, made this one. It's an X-Plane 11 scenery, but she's working away good out in X-Plane 12. And our flight today is going to take us from Shannon up to Dublin, and then we're going to fix the microphone. Down you get your devil. We're going to go from Dublin, and then we'll mess around with the... what are we doing? We're going to mess around with the AW109, the Augusta Westland 109. Used to be just Augusta, right? But we'll see what happens. Thomas Farr, good to see you. Hype Train Level 4, look. Jesus, 777 is here. 9 months, man. Tier 3. Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're well, 777. Johnny Mon is in the house. Hello there. Hope you're well, Johnny. Nothing has been so tasty and so dangerous as a Toblerone. It's frightening, the danger, right? Tima says, very lively in the background. It is fierce lively. This is X-Plane for you. So, yeah, look at this machine. So, it's no stranger to us, the Whisperjet, BAE's 146. And Aer Lingus operated these for many years. Then, I think CityJet started using them as well. So, yeah. I immediately went into somewhere I shouldn't have. So X-Plane has all this new kind of cool stuff when it comes to bokeh effects and screenshot effects. It's really, really nice. But as I said, I haven't done much with X-Plane in ages, and performance-wise, it should be going okay. I managed to fix... I was getting kind of stuttery performance on using OBS and all that, so that seems to be working a little bit better now as well. So... as I said, today's flight is going to be flying the 146. Now, this version that I have, it is pre-release. So if you notice any bugs or any kind of issues or that, just let me know. But we should be good. We should be good. Fingers crossed and, you know, legs crossed and all that sort of jazz. So this is the 300 variant. As I said, we're familiar with this over in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so it'll come with all the variants we're used to. 1, 2, 3, and we also have the cargo options as well. Now, what's pretty cool about this aircraft, apart from having 4 engines, right? There was great history into the development of this aircraft. It's a wide body aircraft. If you notice, well, it's fierce wide, a bit like myself. It's a bit wide, right? Because it has the same internal cabin space widthwise, I think, as a Boeing 737. And some of the early concepts of this aircraft, when they were designing it, they knew that 2 wings weren't enough. And they reckon, well, look, they could actually fly it with 3 engines, right? Or engines, wings, 2 wings. The 2 engines weren't enough. 3 engines was bang on the money. So it turned out then that they said, look, we'll throw 4 engines on it. Now, ultimately, what kind of stopped this aircraft was the cost of operating it. 4 engines, thirsty little machine. And there's still a few of them in operation. I think there's 1 or 2 in Oz. I saw QA Pilot fly one the other day, and that was a Virgin Australia. Or was it Qantas, maybe? So, yeah, look, it's a beautiful looking aircraft. I think it's gorgeous. That high wing, those engines, it's just a class looking machine, isn't it? Very, very beautiful. And Yeah, as I said, I used to see these fly in and out of Dublin the whole time. CityJet used to have them, you know. Eagle Airways, Aaron, good to see you. Just check the Discord. I was confusing the 109 with the 365. Yes. So Teog's hangar, they're working on, well, they're working on a lot of stuff, but they do have a Dauphin SA365 on the way. Looking forward to that. Limbic says, on a more related note, are they working on an OH, what were they called? The OH6. That's the small little yoke, isn't it? It's like the Hughes 500. I think that they're the ones, I think, you know. Very much not used to you streaming while still at the job. It's nuts, isn't it? Jesus. But yeah, mostly freight in Australia, I think. Mail stuff. All right, okay. Well, as we can see, right, when it comes to kind of visual fidelity, well, you know what I mean. It's not a contest, right? There are certain things that X-Plane do very, very well, and there's certain things that Microsoft Flight Sim do very, very well. I don't think it's necessarily a battle of the sims. I think if you are just a flight sim enthusiast, right, and you have the option, you have the you know, virtual real estate, well, why not have both sims, right? Because you can get some great experiences in X-Plane. You really, really can. And yeah, there's a number of different add-ons running here in the background. With the aircraft itself, we do have this little drop-down menu over here on the right-hand side. If we brighten that fella up, we can click on this and we can see, right, we have a small little, you can't really see it, but there's a button there that we can bring up pretty much ready to fly. One-click button. It's like a quick start. Then, pardon me, we have a checklist down here, which is nice because we can interact with that. That's our checklist, right? Moving across then, we have the flight computer. That's giving us all the information about the temperatures, how much endurance we have, the fuel flow, crosswind component, all that sort of jazz. Moving across then, we have the doors and bits and bobs. What else do we have here? We have our autopilot. We then move over to, I think that's, I don't know what that's for. Here's our TMS. That's your throttle management system. And then we have our weather radar as well. So they're all just small little kind of pop out little menus, but they're grand. Do you know, they're absolutely grand. So yeah, as I said, the 146, she's looking absolutely grand in X-Plane, isn't it? So we'll go up and take kind of a closer look at this machine here now. I want to turn off all this fancy stuff. I want to turn on my flashlight. I need to turn on me or turn off me screenshot controls because I'm going to ramble in here. And, well, I'll show you the aircraft in a little bit more detail, you see, right? And we'll try and keep the camera movements a little bit slower. Just for, you know what I mean? We'll see how we get on with this. So, moving in, as you can see, well, the texturing on the aircraft, it is stunning, isn't it? It's beautiful. Now, there are some areas, obviously, we're you know, Flight Sim 2020 or 2024 kind of jump ahead. It's a lot of the resolution. But this aircraft does have 4K textures, and you can see some of the details on this machine. Like, they're absolutely beautiful. In at the wheel well here, modeling is absolutely spot on. With X-Plane, some of the textures, well, they're always going to be a little bit of a difference, but Just Flight have done an awful lot of work here. Plus, they've developed this from their own in-house studio, meaning, you know, Just Flight are one of the few developers who are actively developing on both platforms. I think anyone who's used to X-Plane, you'll notice that Coronado, they've done nothing over on X-Plane since Microsoft Flight Sim came out, which is a pity because they actually had some really nice aircraft. Some of the other developers from X-Plane, they've dipped their toes a little bit into Flight Sim. I think it was V-Flight Air. I think they did one, and I think it was V-Flight Air. There was someone else, and what was it? Airfoil Labs. They did an aircraft as well. So yeah, look, it's great to see Just Flight doing all this stuff. So you can see from the texturing, like metal looks like metal. That's one thing about the reflections and the lighting now that we have in X-Plane. A lot of the time, this thing can look very, very photorealistic. Do you know? Look at the state of that there. Look. Do you know what I mean? So the metal, it really does look like metal. It's fantastic looking. Do you know? So yeah, some other details that we have. All the details on the landing gear looks spot on. The modeling here is superb, and everything from the pitot covers. We have the of course the engines, windmilling, and the wings as well. I mean, look at the detail in the wings. Isn't that gorgeous, lads? Thranda leading the development for Just Flight. Yeah, Thranda are doing a lot. Yeah. Let me see. Capitio says refreshing both the X-Plane store and Just Flight website, actively waiting for this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, Crowdy, good to see you, man. The Snosberries taste like Snosberries. Yes. Corsair Elgato announced a virtual Stream Deck, a Stream Deck on your screen. What do you think about it? Well, they kind of did something before, Roy. They had You can get it on your phone or whatever. Do you know? So there are options there. Do you know? But yeah, look at this beautiful machine. Look at the state. Do you know what I mean? It does. I'm telling you, lads, it's photorealistic. So Kira is the name of this aircraft, and in the Aer Lingus livery. Jump aside to the flight deck now, and we'll position ourselves here for the camera to show you. So everything here, it looks absolutely bang on. Textures, wear and tear, it's all there. And starting up this machine is quite a unique aircraft. We fly this with the APU on until we get to about 5,000 feet, then we turn it off. And then when we go to land again, we'll turn back on the APU. So its operation is fairly strange. But yeah, everything looking crisp and clear. This aircraft was in X-Plane 11. They've completely rebuilt it for X-Plane 12. And we'll have some information here from Just Flight about what they're making. So, some of the key features for X-Plane 12, a new low price. So if you already have this on X-Plane 11, there is an upgrade price, right? And I think it's 40% off. And you'll be able to, wait now, release is scheduled for today at a price of £29.99 or £34.99. A 40% discount will be offered to previous owners of the 146 Professional who had it on X-Plane 11, right? Is there screen tearing? Not on my screen, but it could be on... Hang on, it could be on this screen. Hang on. We'll turn it off and turn it back on again. There might be screen tearing. How do I stop that now? It's not on my monitor, but it's on my OBS monitor. Not a big to do, but I really don't want screen tearing. How can I fix that now in OBS? Let's have a look. Let me see. Resolution. FPS. Match the FPS. Video format. Couldn't tell you. Buffering enabled. Yes. Use hardware. Yes. I can stick it to 60 and see what happens. Oh, you're still getting screen tearing. That's mad. Alright, we may do with it, lads. Nothing I can do. It's grand on my screen, but I think for streaming, we might be a little bit caught out on some screen tearing. We'll have to see what we can do there. But anyway, yeah, the lighting on this thing, the lighting in X-Plane is really, really good, you know. So what do we have here? Well, in the cabin, and this is where the details start kind of really happening, right? Because, well, the cabin on this, well, it's nothing... Jesus, who let the door open? It's very different to what what you'd come to expect out of Microsoft Flight Sim, right? So you can see here in Microsoft Flight Sim, you can activate work on the panels here, and there's a lot of interactive stuff inside in the cabin. It's just a limitation when it comes to X-Plane. They don't really feeder in all the visuals. But again, X-Plane is not necessarily a simulator for the visuals. I mean, yes, they definitely have to work on it to stay competitive, but it's more about the systems. That's kind of what they're working at here, you know? So over here in the little tablet, we do have some options. Now, I don't see anything in relation to Simbri for that. But what we do have, we have a brand new selection of over 40 liveries from all around the world, created to the highest quality using 4K textures, updated and upgraded artwork, including the decals-based text throughout the exterior, windscreen rain effects, and including working wipers. It has the improved flight model, reworked specifically for X-Plane 12. Which is great to hear. Optimized performance, friendlier FPS for your PC, and the most important one here is for your Mac. If you are a Mac user, well, X-Plane works on Mac, right? But yeah, full product page is available over on the Just Flight website. We can go ahead and check that one out. Come hither now, you divil. So the 146 Professional, and it's all about the news and what they've been working on. Newly developed for X-Plane, the all-new highly detailed simulation of the 146 regional jet has been developed after comprehensive hands-on research with the real aircraft Golf Juliet Echo Alpha Oscar, which was retired from service from British European Airways in 2000, right? And that's where Just Flight got their hands on with this aircraft. So it's class to see it. So it's not a brand new aircraft for a lot of folks. I mean, most recently we've had the Avro RJ come out, which is the newer, more modern variant of this aircraft. But it is great to see this coming into X-Plane. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's fantastic, do you know? Uniform Goose is here. Good to see you. Attica says, do I use Auto Ortho? I do. I use Auto Ortho. So for X-Plane, there's a little program called Auto Ortho, right? And how this works, lads, is think of this as like what Microsoft Flight Sim does with the satellite data. So you kind of install directories locally and then you run it, and as you go flying, it starts downloading the areas that you need. This to me is a friggin' game changer, because before I used to have, I had 6 external hard drives just for scenery with X-Plane. It was a pain in the ass, and like whenever there was new satellite imagery, you had to go back and you had to color correct it, and the things we had to do, right? This program, you set it up and you turn it on, and it's relatively good. You can get slightly better results when you use something like your own ortho tiles, because I mean you can really push what X-Plane can display on the screen, but for handiness I use Auto Ortho. I think it's brilliant. Gibbo's here. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Max Stallion, welcome aboard. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Some of the other plugins that I'm using. So I have the ground handling extension. That's from Jar Design. Not going to use it yet, but that's like, think of like your GSX. That's what that does. X-Pilot, of course. That's if we want to jump onto VATSIM. X-Pilot plugin works the very same way as your V-Pilot. We have Better Pushback, which is the absolute cat's pajamas. Better Pushback is needed in Microsoft Flight Sim without a shadow of a doubt. What else do we have here? We've Skunkcraft stuff, we've a terrain radar, we've bits and bobs. And when it comes to the BAE 146, we can select no FMC. We can go for the universal FMC. That's like the default for X-Plane. Or we can go with the, I think it's like an INS, and we can use the GTN 750 if we wish. And I think that's from Reality XP. So I haven't got that installed. This one, we're just going to use a basic FMS here. And yeah, we'll see what it's all about. Again, trying to draw comparisons to what we have in Flight Sim versus X-Plane, you're kind of at a lost leader. It's both sims tend to focus in very different areas. A lot of the systems on this aircraft, and there's heavy coding gone into this as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this thing up and running. Visually, from the exterior, as you can see, like it's beautiful. Like it really is. And like that lighting, it's photorealistic. They've nailed it. They're X-Plane lighting, they've nailed it. The clouds they're working on, and they can look very impressive depending on what way they do the stuff, right? Sometimes though they can look weird and disaster. It's just the way it is. But sometimes they can absolutely nail it, So yeah, I think the lighting here is absolutely spot on. Then of course you have nighttime lighting in the sim, which is absolutely beyond incredible. Like if we dial this back a little bit here, right? Like the nighttime lighting in the sim, it's superb. It's often the joke, yeah, Murph, because you can't see the you can't see the textures, right? But their night lighting, I think, is fantastic. And like you see all the activity down at the airport, loads of vehicles, just GA aircraft. There's all sorts of stuff happening. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the lighting and how it works. So let me see. Let's bring this back up to the correct time. So what are we now? We're 10:55 local. So we'll go back to about here. There we go. And it's using real world weather. So the weather generation inside of X-Plane is top ton. It's brilliant. It's excellent. We also have a map, and the map on this is the built-in map. It's actually quite good. And we also have the instructors panel, meaning that that can be remote or on the same PC. That's where you can throw in all sorts of things like change the weather, change the time. You can also induce failures. It's very, very good. So it's more. I remember I saw it somewhere. I think it's on the forums for X-Plane, but like it's very much a engineer's tool. But it's very, very good. There's also ship traffic. You can get bird activity, animals, all that sort of jazz are there as well. So that's looking at a VF4 sectional. We can also look at some IF4 stuff here as well. And we'll do the low route stuff. So we're looking at our airways. So I'm planning, we'll probably go maybe Peleg. We'll have a look at SimBrief and just see what our options are. We also have some weather coming in here now as well. But the weather in Ireland at the moment, not too bad today. I think it's to get up to about 21 degrees. And I think it's to turn nastier over the weekend. So summertime is gone, but I think it's getting nice again next week. Very much different strokes for different folks. Yeah, I agree. Mir is in the house. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. So with that, we're going to jump in. There, as I say, there's no SimBrief integration from what you can see, and it's all right. Right, it's handy. Don't get me wrong, but we'll have to go old school on this. And as I say, anyone who had X-Plane before, well, sure, this, you know, we're used to this, you know. So I'm going to come over to SimBrief here and we'll start typing in a flight plan. So let's have a look. Airline, we're going to be that of Aer Lingus 235, and we're going to be departing Shannon with an arrival into Dublin. And the aircraft type is that of a BAE 146-300. Where are you now? You're 146-3. And we'll have a quick look here. So it's going to be blasting off runway 24, landing runway 28 left. And this flight here, it's going to take us up to the Oscar. So we'll have a SID and a star, which is grand. We'll analyze the route. Now, altitude wise, I suppose we'll go for something like, we don't need to go terribly high in this. We might go up maybe 16,000 feet. Something like that'll do. So we'll generate this flight. Used to fly from Dublin to London City for work. Fantastic flight, yeah. No SimBrief, have to match it, yeah. Yeah, so I'll show you how to do it. It's not too bad. So we'll have our weights and balances and all this stuff here. Number of passengers will be 99 passengers. That'll do. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down here to the aircraft. We're going to activate the GPU. Here they're starting up. So there's a little ground power unit. Sounds great actually, doesn't it? Lovely. And well, from here we'll go ahead and activate our battery. Now we've some power on, some power off. Battery 1 and battery 2 can be activated, and our external power can be flicked to on. Buses are already on. Get in there now. And standby stuff can come on here as well. We're also going to put on one of our fuel pumps. That's for starting up the APU. And we have a number of different kind of tests and stuff that we can do here as well. And we can arm the cabin. Can't move this fella. Navs, put them onto low. Beacon, leave it off for the moment. Entry wings and logo lights can all be popped on here as well. We can also put on the yaw dampener, the autopilot master, and avionics A and B can be activated as well. Brake fans can be stuck onto auto, anti-skid, and we'll have the auto spoiler not done, and then we'll have our lift spoilers. We'll activate all of that. We also have our engine pumps, and we have AC and DC pumps. Go ahead and flick them on. PTU, leave it off until we have the APU running. And what else do we have here now? So there's fuel. That's all looking good to me. Emergency call, cabin call. Beautiful sounds. The video capture seems very stutter. Oh, it does look, it's shagged. Hang on, we need to fix that. Why is that now? Jesus. Can't be having that, friends. Let's turn down some graphics here. We'll go 60 hertz. Hang on now, we'll try and fix it, lads. Done. And we'll restart this one. Deactivate. Give it a second. Let it all calm down. Well, that's pretty strange. And lads, we'll try and figure this one out. That's a good one. Can't play multiplayer on this one, I'm telling you. No, the stutters are absolutely horrendous. Like, on my screen it's perfect. It's just OBS having a moment. How can we fix this now? Let's see here now. Doodle-doodle-doo. Output. Frame rate. Resolution. Right? That's all grand. That's all grand. Get from OBS. We get that from OBS. Fix it with over-the-shoulder cam. I don't know why it's... as I say, on my screen it's butterly smooth, but what's coming into OBS is crap. Just joined the stream. Maybe it's the static between Scotland and Ireland. Maybe, Jerry. Good to see you, man. Jesus, lads, how do we get around this one? What if we turn that off, right? And then we'll add a new one. What are you? You're a capture device. Give it a second now. Okay, that's fixed it. Hiya now. That was weird. Did the cat do a thing? I don't know. How's that, lads? Seems better, doesn't it? And it is now. Let's just double check our settings here. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah. Right, did that fix the screen tearing as well? I think it did, didn't it? Trust me to break things, lads. Do you know what I'm saying?
They've done studies, you know.
60% of the time,
it works.
Every time. I'm gonna fix it one more time. Cars in the background are fine now. Yeah. Right, what's that like? Is that a little bit smoother? Yeah, we're looking grand. Right, quick little reset. And then all should be well in the realm, we hope. Right. Very strange. Right, cancel these, lads. Is the screen tearing gone? Can we confirm? No, screen tearing's still there. Balls to it. We'll fix it, lads. This is why we do things live. Right?
Can I get a refund?
No, shag off, there's no refunds. Right, that's better for the old screen tearing, isn't it? Much better, right, grand. Bloody hell. Now my CPU is dying on me streaming PC. Right, 1 second now. Right. What I need to do is restart this because it's like at 80%. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in the jiffy. Right, we'll give it a moment now. Hopefully all is well in the realm. Right, we're back. Brilliant. Jesus, lads. Who's in charge of these things? We'll never know. We'll never know. Right, now let's have a look there. Is that now fixed? It is, yes. And we should be back on Twitch. And yes, all is well. No, it's not. Now it's well. Look there, you devil. Right, Jesus. So yeah, just do an old refresh, I suppose. Right? If you're stuck, do an old refresh, and we'll see how we get on then. Right? So what was I saying? Yeah. If that frame rate goes again, just let us know, lads, yeah? Right, we'll continue on. So, up on top we were saying batteries are on. Lights up here are looking good. No smoking is set to auto. Sticking on anyway for the crack, right? Ran yourself, Muse. Welcome in, man. Hope all is well. What else are we doing here now? Right, so bring up our sim brief. Here we go. So, do you know what I think I need to do? Don't we need like a sync button? We'll worry about that now in a moment. Okay, so come down here. No AirAC. Ah, well, the curse of Jesus, lads. How have we no AirAC data? Right. How is that happening? No AirAC data. Bloody hell. Why did this go from being grand to suddenly shagged? Right? Conti, here's a question for you if you're still there. Do you know the old AirAC data? How do you, like, X-Plane 12 is there, right? Do I need to point this in a different direction? Because it says X-Plane 12 is there, look. And it is in. The AirAC data it's alive, like, do you know what I mean? Old Navigraph. How is it shagged? User error usually. Yes. Well, I don't know because like it has.
It's not the plane. It's the pilot.
Cyrus, good to see you. It has all the stuff, so yeah, I don't know what the story is. let this load in here and let's see what happens. Or maybe I have to add in another friggin' add-on for this, do you? Almost forgot the sim exists. How is it now for VO4 flying? Not bad. I've no AirAct data. That's going to be a problem. Bloody hell. How do we fix this? Let me see. No FMC. X-Plane default. Reload the current aircraft from the developer menu. Right, let's see what happens. We'll reload the aircraft and get ourselves back into what we're trying to do. Very strange, isn't it? It goes from working grand to suddenly not, and then it breaks me OBS. Pro streamer, lads. Pro streamer. It'll take a few minutes, then we'll sort it all out. All will be well.
Big easy.
Listen, right, I do the stupid things so you don't have to. There's nothing unique here. We're flight simmers. We're used to this. Yes. This happens all the time. I don't know why I don't have any AirAct data. Who here uses X-Plane? Just start from the top. Who uses X-Plane? Because why don't I have AirAct data? Battery 1 and 2. Get these lads back on. Up there, you devil, ya. Put these on. Engine pumps, leave them alone. Putting that back on. Right. Galley can come on. That's all grand. That's grand. Cabin emergency is on. Lights are on. Right, we're back to where we were. Why is it saying no AirAct data? Status. Database. Oh, there she is there, look. Very strange. Right, we'll do this now. So world is X-Plane. That's all looking good. That's all looking good. Index. Right, so we want to do route menu or index. Let me see here now. Flight plan. Origin. How do we get our ideas? Origin is Shannon. Go ahead and pop you in. Destination is Dublin. Pop you in. Route, we'll go our own way. It's going to be via Oscar. O-S-G-A-R. Oscar. That's very straightforward. That's great. Let me see. Go ahead and execute that. We're going to go to departure and arrival. Departure out of Shannon on runway 24. That's going to be the Oscar 3. Oscar 3. No transition. Execute. And we'll come back into our arrival into Dublin, which is an ILS for 28 left. Next page, ILS 28 left. And it's going to be the Oscar 4. Oscar 4. Vectors or pizza? Oh wait, pizza. Right, lovely hurdling. That's that bit done. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and get our fuel shorted. X-Plane 9 was the last one I bought. Been on Microsoft Flight Sim since. Yeah. Look at Flight Sim is awesome. Dave Cleary, good to see you. Legend, Dave. Probably you have to use the SimBrief downloader and put in the created in the designator folder. Yeah, possibly. But we'll do it. We'll do it this way, right? Get the stairs open here now as well. So fuel on board, payload. Is this kilos or pounds? Yeah, we're in kilos. So total fuel is 4.5. So total fuel weight 4.5. So we'll dial this down a smidgen. Come back up here a smidgen. 4.5, that'll do. Let's see here now. Empty weight is going to be 24. That looks good to me. Passengers 99. Zero fuel weight 3.5. That's bang on. Cargo then is 2346. So cargo 23. So we'll go 12 in a bit. Jeez, we're full of cargo, look. Full of cargo. Full to the gills of cargo. Right, something like that. That'll do. And oh, there are the reflections you can turn on and off. Look at that. That's handy. Right, let me see. So we are good here. and we'll come on over here. So that's all our departure and arrival. We'll need to go to where is it now? We want to go to performance, I suppose, wouldn't it be? So the legs, there should be no discos. That's okay, they're all dialed in. Leg wind, legs, climb, transition altitude is probably 6. Cruise speed 250, target speed 290, that'll do. Destination, put it in there now in a moment. Let me see, direct to, that's grand. Fix, index next. Right, we'll just leave it on the legs page. So in terms of putting in performance, how can I configure all this jazz now if we're using the default FMC? Strange, right? I got fed up with my local area being empty and X-Plane. Microsoft Flight Sim having Bing Maps is a massive advantage. Really is. Drew, yeah, I better update the bot. That wouldn't be correct. Right, okay, let's get some radios on, and let us also get some nav on. Flight directors, leave me alone for the moment. So we're going to say flap 18. We can turn on this TMS here as well. We're going to test that. That'll go through all the motions. That's looking good. What else we need to do? That's all good. They're just lights. Flood lights, instrument panel. We can ball some lights here in this thing as well. They look nice. We go ahead and test the voice recorder. That's working. Raise. Okay. What else do we want to do? Oxygen. Can we test that? No. All right. Disappear you. Yup, you devil you. Yup, you devil you. And let's have a look down here. Squawk. If we put in 6461, enter that. Standby. Alt off. Transponder. TA or A. Leave it on TA for the moment. Brake temperature, turn those gadgets on. ADF not using. Get some lights on here as well. That's looking a little bit prettier. What else do you want to do? Murphy, how do you do these things? Honest to Jesus, I don't know how I do them. I fixed it now, lads. We were upside down there for a minute, but it's sorted. Right, APU needs to come on here now. Hey, APU is making a noise. Should get beautiful sounds of this as well. So the APU is spinning. Mr. Chippy, good to see it. Simming's that? No. Not taking this up on VATSIM just yet. Nice sounds though. So that's our APU up and running. Go ahead and cancel that. Flight director, bring these guys on now. Initial altitude. So we're going to set this one for... stop messing. We'll go all the way up to flight level 160. Oh, I need to fix that keybind. 16. And we're going to arm that. Alright. Put on our nav systems. That looks good. And we'll try and get some information here now from our Navigraph. We're going to import our flight from SimBrief. And it's Shannon to Dublin. Now, let's have a look at Shannon here. So, let me see. Open the airport and information. So, what we can see, transition, grand, weather, current QNH is 1022. Got a few of these. Easy now. So, 1022. Now, in aircraft that have twin altimeters, what I always tend to do, if it was me flying, I'll set one to the barrel pressure and I'll set the other one to the actual ground level. But we don't really need to do that here. So it's 1022, 1022. If we come across to our friend over here, 1022. Radar and density altitude, leave that alone for the moment. So this one here will be set for takeoff when we go ahead and power that one up. Now by putting in flaps 18, that should give us our V speeds popped in as well. The yaw dampener is currently off, that's okay. We can do a quick vibration test on the engine to make sure that dial is working, which it is. We've already set our fuel And once we turn this on, we'll get our ground speed and our miles and all that jazz showing as well, depending on what we're doing. All right. So trim. Ideally, we want to be setting this to what we're being told in the gadget, but we'll keep it in the green. We'll go for about 3 degrees of trim. That'll do lovely there. What else do we want to do? Yaw dampener can be activated. That's all looking good here. ADF, leave those alone. So we'll go ahead and get the stairs in. And we can close the front door. With our APU, we're now going to turn on the APU air. Let me see. APU generator now coming online. And our PTU can be activated. DC pump sticker on. And we'll also get some beacon lights on. We can probably go ahead now and turn on our packs. The cabin air in as well. There's our pack starting to build up. Ice detection needs to be turned on. And engine anti-ice will be activated along with our flight deck emergency lights and our seatbelts. Right, lads. AC power is available. Get the rest of our fuel pumps turned on. We can now disengage the ground power. External off. Remove the GPU. And our chocks are there, so let me see, where's the brakes on this? Parking brakes engaged. Remove the chocks. And, well, we'll go for an L startup. So let me see, there's that on. That's all looking good. That's looking good. By the radar, we can probably turn this gadget on here as well, but put them onto standby. That's all working, which is great to see. That's all looking good there. Now, we do have a sync button. We'll worry about that now in a moment. Let me see. So we have LNAV, Armit. We have VNAV as well. And then we can use V-Speed. So we'll have a bit of crack with this. M. Noonan, good to see you, man. Merv, tell me, is this becoming a full-time gig? It is. It is. This is the new... this is the new 9 to 5, which it's not 9 to 5, but you know what I mean. Right, what have we to do now? Well, it's going to be an engine startup, lads. Isn't it? Look at the state of that thing, though. Look at the cut of it, lad. Isn't it only gorgeous looking? Jesus, look at that. Dr. Sisu, 41 months, man. Quick pop in to say hello. The whole work thing prevents me from enjoying the rest of the stream. That's quite okay. Thank you very much indeed for your support. Right, so in order to start this machine here now, we need to put the starter, engage the starter, master starter, and then we have a flight start and then engine start. That's all grand for the moment. So we need to turn off the packs. Easy now. And, well, let's see if this works. Starter master is on, and then we'll go for an engine start. Are we ready, friends? Balls, didn't like that. Think now, Murph, think. Starter master. What did we forget? Did we forget something? APU gen is on. They're on. Do we need these on for start? Ice protection. They usually come on afterwards. Cabin air. APU air is on. PTU is on. We see pressure here. Engine pumps, perhaps? We're forgetting a trick. Chewy, good to see you, my dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. Yeah, flick all the switches. That'll work. Pumps are on, right? Gens. APU gen. I'm after forgetting something terribly important, but sure, listen. Shh. Oh, condition, or ignition. No, didn't like that either. Right. APU is running. Starter power. Normal. Starter master switch on. Right? Murphy, you're forgetting something important. Let's see now. Crossfeed. Pumps are on. Yes. That's on. Ground ignition. A. Oh, bother. We've broken something, lads. Shane, good to see you. More luck to you. Right. God almighty, it's a checklist item here. Right. Flight deck safety, done. Before start, right, let me see. Brakes, yellow, grand. Thrust levers, yes. Hydraulics, off. Jesus, did I turn all those on? That's fuel. They're hydraulics. Turn those off, you big idiot. Leave that on auto. No, still doesn't like that. Fuel panel checked and set. Pressurization checked and set. Ice detection on. Air conditioning. Maybe it doesn't want the anti-ice. It wanted these lads on, was it? Lights and notices set. Air conditioning checked and set. Fasten seatbelts. Flow meters are 0. Fuel contents checked. Flight data is set. Altimeters. Briefing. TMS. Oh, hang on. TMS. Yes. That'll be set for takeoff. Next. APU gen. Beacon. Packs. Engine anti-ice on. See, it wants the engine anti-ice on. Let's see now, let's see. Alice Shin, good to see you. Screen heats, no. Turn this stuff off. Starter master switch is on. Engine 4. There she goes. Bloody hell. Right, engine 4 is spooling. Ah, brilliant. My first day on the job. Fantastic. Right, we're going to look for about 20% on the AOLNG. There she be. You're up there, Simon. Wait for the sounds. That was terribly embarrassing. Interesting. Right. That's the sound of one engine running. Let me see here now. How are we looking? 429. Yes. Gen 4 resetter. Stick it on. Now we go for number 3 for the crack. Let's see what happens here, sports fans. Number 3 is coming up. N2 and N1 spinning. Fuel in. There's our sounds now. Never leave me in charge of anything, by the way, right? You think this is bad? Wait till I fly it. Right, good looking here, yes. APU Gen 3, so we want the gens. And then we'll put on this stuff afterwards then. Okay, that makes sense. I'd like to say it makes sense, but sure, listen. Let me see, pressurization. Normal, and we have it set to altitude set or pull the barrow to set. Oh, that's interesting. Look, we don't seem to be able to pull that though. Okay, all right, number 3 is good. Engine Ivor Hain. Let's see what happens here now. Will it be doing any tutorials using Xbox with flight control setup? At some stage, yeah, 100%. Drishal, welcome in. Good to see you. Chewy, I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, packs were off. Listen, it was a rookie mistake. Only I could do these silly things. Right, engine 1. Ah. There we go. Look at her running there. And this one here needs to come out a bit. There you go. Jesus, the sound. Wait for it now, wait for it now. Right, I fixed my views that they have sound. Right, next up is going to be engine 2. Starter. I'm away for NG to rise. Hate the BAE. The overhead, it is a monster, this thing, yeah. They've done a great job with it, though. Right, fuel. Yup, you divil it. Sounds really nice. Right, we've got a good start on all our engines. Let's go up here now and make sure we're looking good. Ice protection, screen heats come on. Yes, they're all on. Engine start switch is now finished. Close you. Engine start is done. Anti-ice turn off. We're finished with that. Engine air come online. We're going to be leaving our APU air on. Ram air, don't need that for the moment. Flight deck fan, leave it off. Strobes, leave them alone. Get our navs on full blast. Let's double check everything up here looks good. Engine pumps. Keep the PGU on, you muppet. Right, now we're looking somewhere, lads. APU power is still available. Grand. That stays on, right? Taxi lights, they go down the road. Right. Runway turn-off lights, stick them on. The wipers. Very fancy. What else have I to do here now? Park and brake is on. Brake fans is on. Engine ignition on. Air select on ground. What does that mean? Air select on ground. That's interesting. Now, that's off. Keep that on. Electrical systems are working. APU is still running. All our gens are working. Battery's still okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's straight out of the... it's hard to watch streamers while stuttering. Who's stuttering? Me or the sim? Brilliant. Right, we'll do flaps 18. How many clicks down arrow was that? 1. Right, we'll check out this on the wing look. Ah, this is terribly exciting. Jesus, look. Now that is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Look at the state of the... Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Now, what else have I to do? I think we're okay. What's this air ground select? I'm worried about that now. Engine ignition switches are on. That's... Oh, wait, hang on. No, that didn't do it. Air select on ground, look. What's that off now? APU air... Ram air, no. That's all grand. That's all grand. Anti-skid spoilers, they're all fine. That's all grand. Let's see here now. That's all set to auto. That's grand. Batteries are still on. Don't know what that is. Anyone who streams Flight Sim 24... Can anyone recommend flight controls for Xbox? There isn't is it the Yaman Xbox controller, but also if you wait at Flight Sim Expo, Honeycomb have announced a new Xbox controller that has a ton of little switches and dials and stuff. It looks incredible. Right. Flaps are set. Yaw dampener's on. Ta-ra. And sure, listen, anything else after this, lads? I mean, look, what's the worst that could happen, right? Runway 24 we're off to. Off the brakes. Bit of power. Oh, yeah. Me rudder and me tiller works. Brilliant. Right, so I need to come out the long way here. That's a weird camera. Jesus, the roars. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Turtle Beach do a nice one as well. Oh, nice, okay. Corn Wolf, good to see you, man. Happy Wednesday. Yarrett is pretty, isn't it? Alright. I mean, it does look pretty, doesn't it? Alice Shin, good to see you. Merv, did you hand your mouse icon specifically modeled to reflect the size of your hand? Well, No! Shag off! Grand! Now, what's this now? Localizer deviation. Isn't there like a sync button, lads? If memory serves me, there was supposed to be a little sync button. Hang on, we better check this quickly. Into my old options here. And we're going to go keyboard. And we're going to go for just flight 146 if you can find it. I don't see it, friends. So let's just type sync. Flight controls, prop sync, no. GPS, no. Indicators, no. Thranda, no. TMS sync is not the ticket, isn't it? So we want this not on a keyboard. We want this on the joystick. Joystick, right? So select the right gadget here. Me mongoose, what does that do? Button 12 does nothing. So we're going to type in sync. And it's going to be TMS sync. Done. What does this do? Ah, there she is there, look. Brilliant. Right, that's my sync button. Okay. Now I didn't put in altitudes on this, look. Because it's using just a default X-Plane one, which to be honest isn't great, for sure. We'll worry about that a little bit later, will we? X-Plane has always had a nice plane modelling. It's the world scenery I'm watching out. Yeah, it's X-Plane in VF4. Like, look at Microsoft Flight Sim is going to always win when it comes to the visual fidelity. And like some of the aircraft we have in Microsoft Flight Sim now are just, they're top drawer. They really are. It's still nice to see what X-Plane is doing though. And as a platform, I mean, it's really getting there. Do you know? It is PC only, but it's also available on the Mac. Do you know? Which is a nice touch. The cameras are pretty sweet as well. Do you know? But yeah, like, okay, these trees, they're like X-Plane 11 because they belong to the scenery. They're rubbish, right? Your proper trees out the road there, they just look better. You know what I mean? Right, we're on Hotel 1. I'm going to hang a right here and ramble up the deltas. Do you know? Yeah, I think the lighting here is done really well. And if memory serves me, is my Toby working? It is. It is. Let me see. Up here now. Reset that. And what I like about Toby is with X-Plane, when you stop it and pause it, it'll stay at the same location that you're looking at. You know what I mean? And like that's something that needs to happen in Microsoft Flight Sim. When you move your head or your eyes in Microsoft Flight Sim and you want to pause it, you can't pause it. Meaning that the camera always goes back to its default location. Now that's something I think Toby need to work on. Do you know? Let's just turn around here. I've to probably mess around with the dials and stuff as well, just to make sure it's all nice, you know. Johnny Nuclear, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I brought the F-35 and a few others. Yeah, F-35 is good here, yeah. So yeah, so X-Plane, it's available on the PC and also it's also on Mac. It's also on Mac. But like, do you know what's awesome, lads? And like, this is the thing about flight simulation in its entirety. I mean, you know, the likes of VATSIM, and there's other programs, Say Intentions are working on it as well, and you have Join FS. You can still fly together with other folks, regardless of what platform you want to fly on that particular day. You know, I mean, there's folks still using P3D, there's folks still using FSX, right? But what we have here, this is X-Plane 12. And it's definitely a step in the right direction, I think. And this aircraft that we have, the newest addition to X-Plane, well, this is Just Flight's BAE 146. Now, we're used to this. We've seen this already in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it is excellent. It's excellent, you know. Isn't this payware, though? Payware airports will always look better than default. They will, 100%. This is payware. It's from Boundless. They're working on an update for X-Plane 12. I have the latest Dublin airport. It's very good. Very good. Do you know? Black Knight, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Heisenberg, welcome in. Right, so as we're going to be approaching the active, go ahead and get our landing lights on. Up there, you devil, you. And what else you want to do? Get our strobes turned on here as well. Now, one thing I need to show you, the strobes on this, they're exactly like the real machine, look. So they actually flash inside the glass, look. Beautiful. And then we have all our lights on the front. It's a very pretty aircraft. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The 146, like, she doesn't get the, she doesn't get all the mileage it kind of deserves, you know? How did I close that? Oh, yeah. So your EFB, it's not like they're most up-to-date EFBs, you know, but it's still quite nice. Robert Cole says, this game got me into planes. I'm normally a car guy. Nice. That's a sweet bird you got there, guy. Hell of a startup to get it in the air, right? Makes it very cool. Literally makes you feel you can fly a real aircraft. Yeah, man, it's nuts, isn't it? It is nuts. Now, hopefully, as I said, this doesn't turn into an absolute disaster, right? It probably will. Right is clear, left is clear, and then when we take off, it's out to the right-hand side as we climb, right? We're going up to flight level 160. Let's see what happens, all right? FSX, X-Plane 9, 10, flights in 2020 and 24, yeah. I'm excited now for the dev stream later this evening to hear what the team are working on, you know, with Microsoft Flight Simulator. But, like, love it or hate it, you need both. You need an X-Plane and you need a Microsoft Flight Sim, like, and DCS and whatever else. Like, we need the competition, you know. Right, friends, let's see what happens. Will it start screaming and shouting at me? Who knows? LNAV is armed. I don't know how we do V-speed in this, but sure, we're soon to find out. Oh, we do have V-speed there, so is that from here? Oh, it is. Pitch up, pitch down. Right, friends, to infinity and beside. Power coming in. TMS is synced, ready to go. Toga!
Power set, N1 achieved.
Bit of
Speed
rudder.
alive, both sides. 80 knots cross-checked.
80 knots. V1 is on 138.
Rotate.
Rotate. Yep, you divil ya. Nice and easy, Murph. There we go. Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Mind your ears now, lads. Oh, Jesus. Right, easy now. Start turn to the right. Easy. Easy.
Hello there.
Hello there. Right, there's autopilot, but what about my altitude, please? It's armed. There we go.
The FTO, safe height speed, select flaps.
Easy now, get that V-speed down. 6,000 feet a minute. Are you for real, plane? Easy now. Alright, we're looking good. Bring those flaps in. Oh, yeah. Frankenstein, good to see you, Steiny. Tom Church, thank you for the follow. Okay, 3,000 feet. Now, how can I climb this? Can I use these buttons? Now, lads. Where's me MyOp gadget? V1, vertical speed up or down. Yeah, that's right. Alright, seems to be working. We're going okay. It'll sync for your pitch and roll. Yeah, if you bind the pitch sync, it's absolutely key. Yeah, have that. We have her synced. Big Carlo, good to see you. Out of controls. Welcome in, man. Not used to seeing me in daylight. Alright, we're doing okay. 4,500 feet. so far so good. Keep our runway lights on here now as well. Let's see what happens. IAS climb speed manage. Wait, look at the vertical speed here. So that's going to try and hold that speed, correct? So how do we dial that speed down? Because there's no auto throttle on this aircraft, so we keep ourselves busy. Okay. Let's see what happens. 2,000 feet on the climb. Cabin altitude is coming up. Let's go MCT. Ease back in the beans a bit. It'll engage IAS at whatever speed is engaged. Gotcha, okay. And then hold pitch to maintain said speed, yeah? Jeez, look at that. At this stage now, your passengers will be barfing out the window. We're going okay, though. How about flyby? Look at the pitch up there, look. The thing is mad. It's possessed. Let's go VS. I have a little bit more control with VS. So what are we doing here now? Dial down the nose a little bit. And let's call it 1,500 feet. And I can reduce our power then to kind of compensate. We are sedated in the back. Quick, turn off the oxygen. They'll be alright. Right turn coming in. This is the Gorto waypoint. And let's bring some of this power back. Flight level 130. Continue to climb. We need to go on to standard into our barrow now, Murph. You big eaters. Oh, have we no standard button? No. What's standard again? 1013, isn't it? Yes. Something like that. Right, now grand. She's all grand. What's X-Plane 12 like in VR? It's quite good. Quite good. Trucker John. Good to see you, John. Good morning. Hope you're well, man. Right, she's doing a little bit of oscillating here. Again, this is a pre-release of the aircraft, so not too concerned. If there's a bug like this, they'll fix it. What's the old power here now? Let's see, can we try and hold about 1,000 feet on our vertical speed here? Decision height. Now it's an ILS for 2.8, isn't it? 2.8 left. Let us have an old gawk at that now, hey. Let me see, Dublin. We'll go charts, approach. It's an ILS for 2.8 left. So we're going to be dialing in 111.35, 1,000 feet to go. 111.35, and swap them. Put it in both. No, we can't. Oh, we can. 111.35. And you're going to be ILS. No, up. How do we bring that up? There we go. Oh, should not hold it, no. That's the test, so that's okay. So we can see where glide slope is. Right. Final course that can go in. Where can I put that in? Down here on my HSI, I suppose. We're cruising nicely here, about 260. I went far too fast on takeoff there. Okay, I think we're alright for the minute, are we? Just Flight are a busy bunch. They really are, man. There was another update for the PA-28s yesterday. Yeah. 1012 299 Thank you, Black Knight. Murph, question. Do you mind sharing the Toby Game Hub settings? Sure. I'll do it in a bit. My resolution has changed because I was messing with the with X-Plane, so It looks pretty. Missed approach for this, climb straight ahead to Gannet at or below 3,000 feet, then we turn right and proceed to the Dublin VOR. Alright. So we are getting very close to our next waypoint. We're on it. Egini. Oscar is next. Durham, and then we have the long ride into Dublin then for approach. So we're at our cruise altitude 160 or 16,000 feet. I can go ahead and set our next step altitude, which is going to be actually a step down. We'll worry about that in a moment. Speed is looking good. Engines are behaving. Engine ignition is on. I left that on continuous, and we can also power off the APU. So APU air coming off, APU unit coming off, and turn off that PTU. Otherwise we're just wasting more fuel than what we have to do. I forgot to turn off the APU as well. But like, that's one thing about what Just Flight do with their aircraft. Everything's modelled that you would expect. There's consequence for acting the Aegis, but on a short flight like this, maybe not so much consequence for acting the Aegis. Do you know what I mean? Man alive, it's pretty. The sounds are great in this thing. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. What else can we do in here now? Flight manuals. There's a click spot. Flight deck air look. That's mad. The sound changes when you mess with those. And then we have all this other stuff up here, look. So our packs are running air conditioning on the flight deck. Turn the cabin fans on as well. Keep it on cool. We're looking good there. And there. They're not modelled, but I don't think they are in Flight Sim 2020 either. Lift spoiler, you know, let's not go messing with that. That's a little light we have. We've turned this guy on down here, I suppose. That's mad, isn't it? Mad, I tell you. Okay, we're cruising nicely here. This is nice, 34 miles out. So let's have a look at our approach chart. So once we get over to Oscar 230 or above, Durham, and then we're heading into 7,000 at Sorin. So 7,000 is my next kind of drop down, and we'll work out when we have to start ascending. So 7,000. VNAV does work in the aircraft. Arm that profile. So Oscar is grand. What did we say? Sorin. Next page. Sorin is going to be at 7,000. So that's already in there, right? So let's see what we do. Captain Sickbag. Happy Wednesday, man. Hope you're well. Alright, I mean, she's looking grand, isn't it? It's a nice machine, this, isn't it? A very nice machine. She looks the part. It's a beautiful looking machine, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous, lads. Where's this now? Get a tunage for the Bijani. One of these will work. It looks terribly, terribly nice. Right, now, it can only go terrible bad from here. So we've now just hit Oscar. So next is Durham. So we're all right for the moment. We won't start descent just yet. We'll keep her kind of lit for the moment. Speed, we're at 300 knots. Might just dial this back a smidgen. And if we look at our power over here on our TMS, let's have a look. So we can, well, we'll leave it alone. We'll put it into, I think that's descent mode. So we'll be horsing it into there now in a moment. And then we'll have our landing speeds over here. Weather radar is running, so let me see. Can we get some range on this? 50 miles. Weather is in. Stab trim is on. Or stab for the weather is on. Try some tilts here as well. Oh, not picking up at the moment, but sure, like, there's nothing to see. There's clouds miles away, you know. I've only flown business class once. It was from Dublin to London on one of these. You got a newspaper, empty middle seat. It was underwhelming. Michael Bonner, yeah, 100%. Alright, so we've got a nice bit of a crosswind battling us here as well. Again, we can bring up our little flight computer here. Where are you now? Are you this fella? Yeah. So, crosswind component blowing in from the left at 24 knots. 24 or 14 knots over the nose. Ground speed 345 knots. Endurance about an hour and a half left. That's giving us around 500 nautical miles range. We're going to be on the ground in 30 minutes, so we've a good hour reserve. So that's all tickety-boo. Pressure altitude 16,000. Density altitude very close. And total airspeed is 353 knots. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Now, let's dial in for Dublin. So, the weather in Dublin, got a few clouds at 1,800 feet. And temperature is 16 degrees. And the altimeter is 1020 hectopascals. Not too bad. It's actually nice in Dublin. I saw them say this is coming today. They didn't give a time yet. But it's no one just flight. It'll either be kind of lunchtime or around 4 o'clock Zulu time. Or 3 o'clock Zulu time. They're getting the last kind of few bits out of the way. But it's great to see it, lads. I mean, there you have a developer, Just Flight. I mean, they're making incredible add-ons on Microsoft Flight Sim, and they're also developing here on X-Plane. There's not many doing that, so it's great. It can't be easy either, like, do you know? Alright, so far so good. This is looking terribly nice. So we're approaching kind of, well, where are we? Kind of Wicklow neck of the woods here, look. Pilot deviation, good to see you, man. Everything's ship shape to the 146. So far, man, I've no issues. I can't see any issues. Everything is... Conti, I think you had issues with the HSI yesterday, didn't you? But no, it's working really well. It's beautiful. There's the left turn. This is at Durham. We're heading over to Kapor. Go back a page. There we go. Now our speed will want to be down at 220 knots. So we'll bring that down ourselves. Ease out some power here. Man, that's pretty. Like, you can kind of see the direction X-Plane are going with their clouds. The far away stuff looks weird, but this stuff, that's pretty good. Alright, watch our speed setting here. It's always a challenge flying this aircraft because there's no auto throttle. Or auto throttle. Yeah, you kind of have to just figure it out. But the engines are quite responsive, they're nice. And I love the dials, lads. I love all this stuff. Look at that, engine 2 is slightly faster. Look at that. Actually, they're not imbalanced. Shouldn't there be like an engine sync or a jet sync? I'm almost certain there's some sort of a sync. Let's sync them back to where they... Oh, we're losing one. Uh-oh. Alright, 60%. Okay, these guys should be coming up now. I didn't just kill the engines, did I, by hitting sync? It's getting very quiet, isn't it? That says 60%. Or maybe it's a sync and then release. Ah, right, okay. Don't panic, lads! For the moment, I nearly shagged the whole thing, but now we're back alive again. And they're relatively closer. Imagine I did, though. Do you know? Dublin, we need to land. Yeah, no, now, Dublin. Like, right now. Black Knight, thank you for the meter. Yeah, so winds 3009 knots. 260 varying 330. Few clouds, 16 degrees, and QNH 1020. No significant change. Nice. Alright, speed is looking good. We're coming up to Kepor now. Soren is going to be next. Let's start our descent here, lads. Not VNAV. I want V speed, and we'll nose down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 500 feet. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to give me 1,000. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll give me 1,500 on our descent path. Right. What's our speed now? Cool the jets a bit. We go into descend mode. 60% across the bar. That's looking good. There's a right turn at Kepor. And the sounds of the wind hitting it. Gorgeous, isn't it? That's pretty. I think you have to choose N1 first and then sync. Yeah. There's a lot of quirks with this, and like once you kind of like, it's not an impossible aircraft to learn. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but like once you figured it out, it's actually a relatively easy airplane to fly. And it hand flies beautifully. It's a gorgeous plane to hand fly, you know. Uniform Goose, no worries, mate. We'll catch you this evening, dude. We're back tonight at 1900 Zulu, and we're going to be catching up with the news, all our flights and news. After this flight, I'm going to be checking out the AW109 helicopter. That's from X-Trident, and I do have a Irish Coast Guard livery for that. There's Dublin, Dunleary just down here. I'm back in towards Dublin City, and we're going to be landing then into Dublin's 28 left. So we are descending. Speed is coming down nicely. We're in full control from what I can see. We'll get ahead of the airplane now. We'll go ahead and turn on our runway, our landing lights. And what else do we want? Go up there now. Strobes indeed are on. We'll be starting up that APU shortly. And our landing configuration, let me see. Probably flaps 30 for landing. Flaps 33 or flaps 30? Flaps 30. That just automatically pops in our speeds for us. And let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. We want to be down at around 7,000 feet. Maximum speed is 220 at Soren. There is a published hold at Soren as well. But we'll see what happens. I always hand fly this wonderful bird in 2020. Yes, it hand flies really well. It's pretty. What do you think of it, lads? Like, I mean, as I say, like, you're probably no stranger to it, but an X-plane, it's doing the job, isn't it? Beautiful views. Jeez, it's cracking weather, isn't it? So once we get down to Soren, we're going to start a left arc. It's a very long arc all the way back in. Anna Crustus, good to see you. Is this the Boundless edition of Dublin? Yes, it is. Their latest version as well. Updated for X-Plane 12. It's really nice. It's an excellent version of Dublin Airport. MK Studios are catching up over on Flight Sim. But yeah, it's done really well. That's real nice. Thomas says, I've been getting back into the RJ. I prefer the glass cockpit, but that's because I'm too lazy to learn the 146. Well, I think with the, the whole point of the RJ was to keep things familiar for the pilots. But it's a great airplane as well. The RJ it's a cracker. Do you know, just flight are making gorgeous airplanes. Like, apart from their military runs, I mean, the Vulcan and the Hawk, right? Their GA stuff has always been top notch. But they're kind of retro airliners. Well, not even retro, but like, do you know, like the 146, the Fokker. There's some beautiful aircraft there. Old school flying, do you know. I don't fly the F-28 half as much as I should. There's Bray Head down there, look. And the beach. Alright, speed looking good. 9,000 feet. Lights are already on. We're nearly at Soren. Not quite there yet. At this stage, we'll power up that APU. Let's see what happens here. APU starting up. We're a little bit high, but we'll just get ahead of it. Murph, I didn't see it, but did you sort the AIRAC issue earlier? I did. I just changed to a different FMS. So I think the universal FMS, I probably don't have it installed. That's what's wrong. So yeah, 777, yeah, I keep meaning to do that. Don't mind the route, it's nuts. I had to kind of fix OBS because I wasn't liking what it was doing with me rendering. But thankfully it's working now. Also, do you know, the Q400 in X-Plane as well, absolutely savage. Are there still the air signs visible on Bray Head? Alashin, yeah. They maintain them now. Alright, we're approaching Soren, 1,000 feet to go. And we're at 7,000 until we get to the waypoint called Pizza. Beep. There's a beep. Look at the ship out there, look. Deadly. Where's he off to? Oh, there's a helipad in him. Nice. That's a gas ship. That chases gas, isn't it? Come on, that was brilliant. You're painful, Murph. Right, speed is good. 200 knots. Bit of power here. Let's try and maintain about 220 as we level off. Okay, altitude hold. Bit of power coming back in now. Come on, Betsy. Roll her up there now. She ain't liking that. Easy. MCT will go for. Easy. We don't want the speed to go too low. Easy. There we go. Alright, we're looking good. The one on the loop head in County Clare is still visible. Oh, it's visible in Flight Sim 24. Nice. Hey, Crafty Tigers, good to see you. Hope all is well. Oh, don't crash, X-Plane. Oh no, X-Plane crashed. I don't believe it. Jesus, the day I'm having. The whole PC just feckin' froze. Ah, Jesus. See, I was getting too brave. Jesus, I actually can't see anything. Chat and all is gone. Alright, it's coming back. X-Plane system. Yeah, what's the system? What's the message, X-Plane? Hang on. It doesn't even tell me. That's how bad it is. Ah, Jesus. Hang on. How do we can't fix this? Sure we can't. I think we genuinely can't fix this. Look at that. Too late to get your job back. There's no, it's not even telling me that, and it just says it crashed. Ah, Jesus. Right, fear not. There's no autosave. How are we going to get back into that now? Think about it, Murph. Think about it now. Jesus, that's a great start to today. An X-Plane crashed. Well, it is on the beta, you see. It's beta 5. So that's what happens. That's what happens. Now, I wonder, can I restart myself in the air somewhere on that approach? Put yourself back in the air on the map. Yeah, we can do that on the map. But it's about configuring the aircraft. This is going to be hilarious. Oh, Jesus. Load a save flight. See, I didn't save it. Situations. Nothing, because I'm a muppet. Open save flight. Oh, hang on. No, nothing there. What a muppet. Resume last flight. Will that work? Resume last flight. Now, if this puts me back at Shannon, let's see what happens. Did it crash again? Let's see what happens. That Zoom CTD has gotten a few times with the beta. Yeah, it's a pity. There's something called approach in the menu. Oh, there is actually. There is. Come on, Sunjammer. Yeah, there is. Right, okay, we can recover the situation in a moment. I'm just waiting for the screen to do a thing. Now, by resuming flight, I imagine this is going to put me back down on the ground in Shannon, isn't it? I'll have a look now in a sec. Close that drawer. What's this? Yeah, X-Plane is loading. No. Let it respond. Brilliant. Don't be putting ideas in his head, right? Ah, Jesus. Hello, it's Murph. Yeah, listen, about that job. any old odds, no? Oh. It was the Zoom that did it. Check the log. We can check the log while we're waiting. Let's have a look. Explain. So many different logs. Where's this one now? We're looking for the log. That's loading. Ah, here's our issue. No, it's not. Yeah, it's after loading me back into Shannon. Balls to it anyway. Right, hang on. We'll fix this. Flight, configuration, change location. Let's have a look at this now. So we're going to go EIDW, customize, special starts, airport starts, Dublin. How do we do this now? Formation flying, landings, they're not there. Flight configuration, right? We're going to go customize. These are our stands. They're runways. Where is this now? Can't even make me jealous of the 146. It's beautiful, isn't it? Load into Dublin first, then bring up the map. All right. So I'm as well to start on the ground with the engines running. Wouldn't that be right? Special starts? No. Flight conditions, right? So random location, no. Show older aircraft, customize, start with your engines running. Yes. Back to the list. We're going to go to Dublin. Customize, put me on the runway of 28 left. All right, let's see what this does, right? And we'll bring up the map then and see what happens. Right, interesting read if it's your kind of thing. Sid from Laminar has quite a few explanatory posts. There's a 15-page about it on the Zoom bug. Really? You can't zoom in more than a few scroll wheels. It crashes 100% of the time in beta 12.2. Ah, Jesus. Runway, then 10 nautical mile approach. Something like that, yeah. I'll see what the map options can do, right? This is interesting. I've never done this before. This is interesting. Let's see what happens. It's a beta. So they're not on the release candidates just yet. So, you know. Let's see what happens. Give it a moment to load in and we'll see what options we have then in the map. Thing is, Murph, we're learning stuff when you're troubleshooting as well. Bloody slack, come on yourself, brilliant. So it's not just like, you know, shocking awe for me. Oh no, things have gone wrong. Right, we'll see what happens. We could be lucky, lads. You know, could be unlucky, but we could be lucky. Now, where's this log? Oh yeah, we don't want the log. Captain's log. Now, I'll have to configure this into the aircraft FMC as well, wouldn't I? The TWS made me give up on science. Okay. Should be engines running. Yeah, we look good. APU is starting up. These are all grand. That's all grand. What was the 11135, wasn't it? (11135). We were at 7,000 feet. Shouldn't want to do that. 11135. Why can't I profile that now? Yaw dampener's off. Right, tidy up some stuff here. Yaw dampener. Right. What else do we want to do? Local barrow. We have it on 1,025. Keep it at 1,020. Or that is the Dublin Q&H. Laps 30 goes in there. Turn this gadget on. 1,020 over there. Due on. Put you on. Flight plan. So Echo India Delta Whiskey. Echo India Delta Whiskey. Execute. Departure and arrival. Arrival was on an ILS for 28 left. And it was the Oscar 4 at Pizza. Execute. Right. Put you on. That's grand, and that's grand. Why can't I... Why is that turning off? Let's see here now. Autopilot says it's on. Why can't... There we go. Right, so that's selected. That's selected. In the box, man, good to see you. Right, map. Approach. Ah, brilliant. ILS. Now, where, how do we do this now? 28 left. Disable non-approach ILS. What's this mean? Right, so how did we make this happen? Flight path. So there's the approach, but do we need to load this in? Is it through the instructor's gadget? View. Instrument click. G-loaded camera. No. File. No. Flight. Show the iOS. Yes. Here we go. IF4 approach is going to be 28 left. That one, right? Load a flight. Reset path. Location. Dublin. Ah, Jesus. There's another crash. We're also learning what not to do. Yeah. So this is all shagged in the thing as well. Jesus. Safe mode. No, you're grand, thanks. Let's see what happens. I think we're doing the right. We were half doing it right, and then it went terribly wrong, wasn't it? Great crack. Creo, good to see you, man. Weather is simulated much better. The clouds in Beta 5 look more realistic. They do. Resume last flight again, sure. Except for the rain. Yeah, the rain on the windshield looks nice, but I think the rain in general looks a little bit kind of ouch. Do you know what I mean? Right, it didn't like me going into that. Murph, what exactly are you trying to do? I'm trying to see, can I load it in an approach? Now I can move the aircraft to the waypoint. Worst case scenario, that's what I'm going to do. Because it doesn't seem like I can load in the approach straight away. So I'm going to configure the aircraft on the ground. I'm going to put us into the air at the right altitude, at the right waypoint, and then we're laughing. At least X-Plane crashes just as much as Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah. Well, it's a beta, like, I mean, you expect crashes when you're in the beta. Once they get it to like a release candidate, it tends to get a little bit more bulletproof. And then when it's fully released, it should be okay. Do you know? P.S. Miranda, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Right, I'm going to configure the aircraft on the ground. I'll physically move it in the map. I'll have me aircraft set up to continue flying that. So we should be okay. Yeah. Oh, mate, so you're doing it wrong. Tazzy, please enlighten this fella. I'd like to be enlightened. Enlighten me with things. Because I tried to use the instructors panel and it crashed. Please report this to X-Plane. Yes. Having our research? It's Murph. Yeah, I broke it. Do you know? Let's see what happens here. It's hard to call, lads. It's hard to call. Now, I could save this as a situation as well. And then just load in the situation, couldn't I? Great troubleshooting. Thank you, Anacrosis. You sound like that. Right. Understood. Yes. Everything's turning on here now. Yes. Come on up there now. APU. There she goes. She's coming alive. Slowly but surely. There we go. 11135. Remember that. Turn that on. Why are the engines spilling down? Come on, plane, you can do it. Really? What's happening here? Why are they spilling down? We should have started straight up. Let's press this button. Patrick, good to see you. Go to the tablet, do the ready for takeoff mode, then go to flight config, click the airport, and on the map, then the runway, you get a choice for the approach. Okay. Right, press that button again. Do. Right. That's looking better. Okie dokie. That's looking better. 1020, that's what we had. Decision height 240. 250 will do. 11135. Thank you. Altitude 1000. Doesn't want me to do that. Why not? Parking brake is on. Yaw dampener. Autopilot. And now arm that, you devil. And we'll arm LNAV. Okay, so we're saying go to the tablet, go ready for takeoff. Then go to flight config, click the airport, and on the map, then the runway, and you get a choice of the approach. So if I go flight configuration, right, on the map, change location, customize, on the run, 10-mile approach. Look at this. Okay, so how do we do this now? So I'm selecting a 10-mile approach. And how do we do from here now? Tazzy, how do we sort this one out? So I'm saying a 10-mile approach for runway 28 left. Will this just load it in automatically? Will it? Won't it? Will it? Let's see what happens. Starting a new flight though. Hang on. Save the flight. It's a situation. Save it. Oh, Jesus, don't do that. Return to X-Plane. Okay, so we'll do that again. So change location. Customize. We're going to do a 10-mile approach, runway 28 left. Click confirm, start new flight, and confirm. Now, preparing world. Mother of Jesus. All right, engines are coming up, but I need to go in here now and configure this, don't I? Status, flight plan, Echo India Delta Whiskey. Oh, Jesus. Echo India Delta Whiskey. Oh, balls. None of that's working. Mother of J, we're in trouble. Turn that on. Turn that on. 11135 is grand. 7000. Arm that. Can't arm that. Autopilot. Arm that. Where's this now? For livery selection, there's a bunch of buttons that say start with engines running. Okay, two things. Do the approach. Now click on the plane. Assuming the engines were running option in the air. Yeah, no, the engines are running. LNAV. Hold that. Unpause. Give it a second. Okay, where's my airplane? Oh, we're at pizza. Right, grand. Jesus. Get rid of the autopilot. We're flying this one. Does anyone know where we are? Easy now. Easy, easy, easy. 28 left. It's right there ahead of me. What's my speed? What's my flaps? Gear down. Alright.
Positive rate to climb, gear up.
But you go way out of that, you're drunk. We're trying to land. Energizer, there's nothing to see here at all. Nah, nothing to see. Right, easy now. If you join us, we're just about to do a landing that has gone perfectly well for the last 15 minutes. Tastes proper windy. Easy now. Easy now. Now remember, Merv, it's sensitive in the flare, a bit like myself. Easy now. Flaps 30. Jays of the wind, look at this. Try and get the glide there, will you? There you go. Alright, easy now. The weather's changed something fierce, hasn't it? Alright, watch your speed. You're very fast. Easy. Easy. Flaps are 30. Gear is down. FSX scenery, yeah, scenery's a bit kind of, easy now. Chase, we're miles off the runway. Will you watch the wind, Murphy? She really reacts well to the wind. Is it out? Gently does it. Easy. Easy. 500. A little bit high. There's nothing to fear but everything. Easy now. Very fast, Murph. 200. Oh, the wind! Look at that! Jesus. 28 left. Jesus. Watch the flare. Oh yeah, she's a real devil on the flare.
Ground idle.
Jesus.
Brake yellow green spoilers.
Spoilers out. Jeez, we felt that in Leitrim, huh?
80 knots.
Ah, sure, it's only gorgeous, look. Beautiful. Now, we just need to edit this video all the way back to where it wasn't a total mess. Yeah, that'll do. Flaps in. Beautiful. Andrew Oliver, good to see you, man. Having trouble with your Microsoft Flight Sim from the start. I'm not playing for a bit on Xbox. Is it worth trying again? Yeah, man, absolutely. If you can. Perpetual, the concentration is real. You need to go for a lie down, right? 2 minutes in from the start. Yeah.
TMS sets takeoff.
Turn off that gadget now, will you? Right. It's APU running, it is. It is. Oh, jeez, that was some crack, wasn't it? The landing rate wasn't spectacular now. 291, but sure, like, do you know what I mean? It was only alright, wasn't it? It's a beautiful jet. I forgot all about the replay. Hang on a second. Right, park that there for a minute. View, no, flight, toggle replay mode, isn't it? Where's that now? Where are you? There we go. Right, lads. Oh, don't crash. Oh, don't crash. Jesus. Back now, go back now, go back. Oh, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. Right, play it.
Don't sink. Don't
Pitched.
sink.
Yes! The skill of this agent. That's us out there, look. Oh, sure, listen, doesn't it look terribly realistic? Bloody hell. Look at the state of that. That is only gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Good man, Tazzy. Ah, Jesus, Murph. Jesus! Look at the state of me flares! Jesus! Shocking. Ah, Jesus. It wasn't abysmal, right? Wasn't abysmal. Bring it back here now another little bit. That was feckin' gorgeous, look. Inbound. The state of me flaring, look, that's shocking. Oh no! It's after crashing again because I zoomed in twice. Bloody hell. X-Plane, you need to fix that stupid thing. And then we replay is gone as well, isn't it? Stupid thing. Ah, the whole thing is shagged. Reminds me of the time the Swiss BAE landing at London City, quite softly. Ooh, nice. Yeah, no, the whole thing's shagged. I've broken it. You can't zoom in. Stupid thing. Anyway, come here often. Now, next, lads, when my PC responds, because it's in a state of frozen, right? When it responds, we're going to take that chopper out for the blast. I'm going from one calamity to another. Brilliant! Ah, Jesus. Are you alive? Come on, will you? Stupid thing, come on. Computer's all locked up. The sounds are still playing though, that's good. Yep. Oh no, that's proper broke. We'll just sit here and, you know. Flight sim crashes more than a Skoda breaks down. Yeah. So it's the beta 5 of X-Plane. Now, if I go onto your stable release, things will be more stable. But like, that's a camera bug. If you zoom in more than, what you say, 2 clicks, it shags it. Is the camera work better than Chase Plane? It's very different. Chase Plane is quite automated. I prefer X-Plane purely. It gives you the control to do what you want when it doesn't crash. But it's certainly crashing now, though. Do you know? Jesus, lads, this is like proper locked up. Have I to do like a hard reset of my PC? Alt F4. Try that button once or twice. I'm in the dark here. We can't see anything. It's all gone to pot. What about unplugging something? Will that work? I can't. It's all blank screens. Is this even working? Yeah, it is. Oh, look at the frame rate. It's frozen because it's using that PC. Look, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's shagged here, lads. We'll wait for it to fix. Turn that down a smidgen. It's an ASMR stream. At night time. Jeez. Come on, will you? Buttons. Random pressing of buttons. Shout at the thing, Murph. On you devil. Where's this now? Colin says that Swiss at London City was crazy. Yeah, but I can do nothing but links now because like it's hard frozen my PC. How do we get out of this mess? Do we do a hard reset? It's never good to do one of those. X-Plane, you need to sort that, lads. Jesus, that's a problem. No, PC is completely frigged up. Right, it's a hard reset. You hate to see it, but it has to be done. There she goes. I killed it. And then we'll turn it back on again. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, well, 2 crashes and then like a total and utter, failure. Everything went to pot. But we'll give it a few moments. Murph, are you restreaming the developer stream later and reacting to it? I don't think I'll restream it, but I'll be watching it and taking notes. Do you know? I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a bit of gas. Yeah, it has to be said now. Microsoft Flight Sim doesn't exactly lock up the whole PC. Sure, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's all powering up. That's the good news. So we'll have screens come alive here now in a moment, lads, and then have to turn everything back on, and then we'll get back into X-Plane. But that was a proper silly kind of a lock-up crash, wasn't it? You're on early. We're on early. Right. Get in there now, you devil, yeah, and let's try and fix this neck of the woods. So it's a known bug with X-Plane. So we better remember that. Do you know what I mean? Right, we need ortho. I need one of these. I need one of those. I need one of them. Restore that. Start this. Run that. Wait for it. Restore all my tabs there, please. Thanks very much. Yes. Yes. Link is dead. That's not working. So I need to go to cams. And we'll go to chat. And we'll put you over there. And we'll do one of these. No, that's not right. Do one of those. Lock you in there. Minus that.
Hello there.
We're getting there now, lads. It's all coming together. Wait till you see it. Right, load that in, load that in. Where's my chat? Load the chat window, please. There you go. Minus that. Put you up there. Right, lads, I can see my chat again. Right. Let's load up X-Plane. Reminds me of the Swiss. Right now, shift 2. Oh yeah, my chat is well delayed. Right. Thank you for the follow. Original Godspeed. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Do you remember that time Murph tried to stream X-Plane? Yeah, Jesus, how did that go for him? Not well. He hasn't recovered. Right, Horse Navigraph in here as well. Right, so next up then is the AW109, right? I don't know if it's just me. The voice to video is delayed by a second. The Flyer Studios, try an L refresh. Right, now we're going for a helicopter. And we're going to go for the AW109. We'll start at Dublin. Friggin' Dublin. Over the search and rescue Coast Guard spot. Live time and weather. So what we know, 12:43. There. And let's see what happens here. Wicked Lumberjacks, good to see you, man. You're looking well. Right, this is a chart now, lads. This is going to be painful. This is going to be watching paint dry because I haven't flown this. So I'm relatively familiar with the 139. This is like the baby brother of it. And this aircraft in particular from X-Trident, they focused heavily on the systems. And it's one of the best choppers you can get in a flight sim, right? I don't see it in the store yet. Not yet, original Godspeed. The BAE 146, or the 146 Professional, as it's called, from Just Flight, it will be released later on today. So the aircraft itself, it's fantastic. It really is. I'm having a couple of issues with X-Plane, but listen, we'll figure all that out together, lads. That'll be a challenge for another day. But no, the aircraft handles, flies, sounds, everything. It's very, very good. It's excellent, and it's great. It's the differences between what you have on X-Plane versus Microsoft Flight Sim with the 146. A lot of the visuals and functionality of the bells and whistles, But in terms of an aircraft, and it does handle so very, very well. In X-Plane as well, like the handling of it, hand flying the airplane, it's beautiful. Really is. That's a real challenge in the flare. I mean, you saw that in the replay. It's like it's very different than Microsoft Flight Sim on the flare, So yeah, this will be interesting now to see how this machine works out. So an AW109, it used to be called the Augusta 109, but it's down as the Augusta Westland 109 now. That picture makes you want to fly the Tolus A330. I don't have the Tolus A330. It's perhaps an aircraft I want to get, but X-Plane, I need to. It needs a little bit more time in the oven, I think. It's on beta 5 at the moment. We'll probably see beta 6, and then it'll go into the release candidates. So, like, to be fair, they warn you, hey, you're trying a beta, stuff will break, and lo and behold, things break. If you go to the release or the general release of X-Plane 12, it's fine. I've never had any issues with it, you know. But we'll see how it handles here now. I just need to be careful.
Are you seriously trying to call pushback for a helicopter?
Alrighty. Let's go back into our flight configuration because I'm a muppet because I started it with the engines running. So we'll do that once more. So we'll start out here, confirm and start. Right. This is the moment now. Flight dynamic what it is. Maybe. And hopefully this will be aircraft shut down.
Are you seriously trying to call pushback for a helicopter?
Okay. Let's see what the crack is. Oh, Jesus. Battery off. Gens off. Inverters off. That's all looking good. That's all looking good. They're all off. Collective is grand. Right, this is somewhat cold and dark. Oh, you push. Oh, look at that. Nice, okay, right. Oh, look at this. So this is a livery I got over on the X-Plane forums, right? So this is the Bell Augusta 109. So what we're looking at here is, it's an Irish Coast Guard livery. Garda Costa na Heron, right? And it's a nice looking machine, this, isn't it? Very pretty. Majmo says, when I play X-Plane 12, my frames are dropping by 10. No idea. No idea. Mrs. GBHI, good to see you. Roy says, picked up the Tolus 339, 321 and the Neo. Ooh, nice. Nice, man, nice. Tazzy, yeah, the Felis, man, it's an aircraft on my list. I just never had the balls to get it and fly it. And I should have picked it up. It was on sale for 50 bucks. It's now 70 again. I'm like, I'm not spending 70 quid. It's not going to fly that much, you know. But this is pretty. What do you think of this, lads? It's a beautiful livery for the Irish Coast Guard. So we're on the ramp here at Dublin Airport, CHC, but it's where the Coast Guard blast off from. And what we'll do, we'll just take this out for a spin and see what it's all about. It is very much smaller than the AW139, and there's a couple of things I've noticed. It doesn't have kind of the external things like a winch or any of that jazz, but what it does have seemingly is all on the avionics side, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I mean, it's a very, very pretty looking chopper, isn't it? Which is absolutely gorgeous. So what was that, Shift S? Oh yeah, look, that really does do the... Nice, okay. Right, so what are we looking at here? We have a number of remove before flight. We have the exhaust, we have the engine intake, air intake. Rotors look well. Pitot covers on the front. It's very, very nice indeed. There's Dublin Tower. Yeah, this is a pretty machine, lads, isn't it? Look at the cut of it. Jesus, that's lovely. Beautiful heli. So that's the external. So we'll jump in. I don't know if the sound is off. Strange. So what do we do here now? We have a menu for it. We do. Options, controls. Here we go. I've all the dampener stuff turned off. Options. Hide your 3D model. Oh, look at that. If you wanted to use it for like a screen. Shift S is literally sunglasses. That's mad. Force collective for altitude. Why would you force the collective for altitude? Beta 5 has made it really washed out. Beta 4 with morning lighting, 6 a.m. looked amazing. Oh, really? Nice. Sounds, animations. Ah, look. Okay, so look at this. The glare shield. Nice. Doors. Oh, there's a side door open, look. Oh, that's kind of neat. And you can do this yourself, look. Oh yeah, that's a nice touch. Nice animations to it as well. Co-pilot door, and we got the pilot door closed here as well. Then we have remove before flight. And GPU. No GPU modeled, but that's okay. There's a caution light, so can we go on to GPU power from here? We can. All right, GPU is on. We can probably get some gens. Inverters can come on. Leave the gens alone. Gen buses on. And will this give us avionics? It should do, shouldn't it? Master avionics ground. Aha. Okay. Okay, we have a bit of stuff here now, right? Let's have a look. So what's this? Sound configuration. Obstruction, press any, okay, any button. Waiting for sensor data. Or we can press any button to skip. Right. I don't know. Why don't you chuck that on, Murph? Wait, what? Beta 4. Viper Strike, good morning. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Right, let's have a look here now. So we have... it's very nicely modelled, this, isn't it? Look at this, lads. Jesus. This is a beautiful setup. What's the back like? Oh, very plush. Oh, yes. Very nice. That's a nice looking chopper, isn't it? I want to lock that. Okay, that's that locked. That's locked. Just push, yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, check on some morning lighting. Let's give it a moment. Oh, Jesus, that looks nice. Okay. What else do we have here now? Let's see. Siddle, you're very welcome aboard. All right. It's very similar to a 139. This is going to be interesting. Ooh. Flight plan. Select or create. Oh, that pops it out. Create or edit. So how do we do this? Flight plan. Or is it here? Flight plan. Nearest barrow. No. Like that. We do it with this. Pitch phone. Select or create or edit. I don't know how to do any of this, so... Oh, there's a control knob, does it? Is it? Let's see here now. So if we say... If we say flight plan... Oh, that's for radio. So where would be the controls for this? Here's the cursor for the FMS. Localizer, okay. There's a key on the EFIS. There's a key on the EFIS, you say? Any key on the EFIS? Weather radar. Okay, that guy doesn't work. Let's see here now. EDU primary. This stuff? Aha. Select or create. Create. Create a flight plan. Okay. So we're going to add one. Add. Nearest airport. Dublin. And we're going to add. Nearest airport. Oh, nearest fix. Nearest VOR. Jesus, that's class. Dublin. Ballybockle. Weston. Let's go Weston. Oh, look at that. Nice. Right, save. Right, that'll do. Disappear you. We don't need you now. I'm going to exit that. There's a flight plan gone in. Nice. Barrow. What is the barrow setting? And how do we change it? So, barrow. Exit that. This will just take a moment now for me to figure this one out, lads. So, barrow. Here we go. Transition QFE inches. 1,013. What's Dublin? Let's have a look at Dublin. And the weather in Dublin is 1,021. Here we go. Exit. Nearest airport, direct to. Flight plan. No plan selected, fair enough. Information. OBS is there. Oh, nice. Nav. VLOC. Jesus, there's quite a bit to this, isn't there? And it's the same down here. Alright. Chrono is working fine. Comms panel is grand. Leave autopilot stuff alone. We'll probably start with the headphones. Those on. Rotor brake. No rotor brake that I can see. Condition levers are fully forward. Okay. Let's see, can we start up this machine? So, inverters are okay. We're on ground power at the moment. Gens are okay. We should be able to start this as is, shouldn't we? Let's see, can we move them? We can. Yeah, we can. The sounds. There's a starter button. Okay. Fuel valves open. Pumps on. Have we lights? Yeah. We've lights. Cabin lights. Passenger warning. Why not? These are all our interior lights. Nice. Okay. Right, so to start up this machine, we go ignition mode on the left.
Rotor, low. Warning.
Start. You need to go to idle. Here we go. Jeez, the sounds in this are beautiful. The spinach! Spinach!
Warning. Warning.
Number 2. Easy, Murph. Easy. Oil price is a little bit high, but that's okay.
Warning.
Sounds of this, lads. Right, they're in flight. Generators are now on. Trying to be a little bit loud. Pedo can come on. Ooh, look at this. Okay, power, enhance menu. Okay, that's a little... Ah, no way, we have a video about the front look. Jesus. That's our brightness. Jeez, that's very good. Look at that. Alright. Turn the view on. Taxi light on. Autopilot on. Battery off, external power on. Right now. It says battery off. Need to fix that. There we go, battery's on. What model is this? It's the X-Trident AW109. Let's have a listen to those chopper sounds, man. They're savage. And a live look at this. Isn't that beautiful? It's very, very pretty. Hang on now. Is there a difference inside with the headphones? No. The old frame rate isn't great. Graphics, full screen, default. Call it 60. Let's see what happens. That's not too bad. Right. How do you fly this machine? Let's find out. Brakes off. Landing lights are on. Pitot, EAPs, and they're all on. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh man, look at this. So we're going to set that as our view. Oh, there's no real taxi here. We may just hover on out. Easy now. That's class. You actually have to take the weight off the nose wheel. That's interesting. Now there's a bit of assessment there. We're not going to get past him. So, bit of collective. Let's see what happens here. Anti-torque coming in. Easy, easy. Oopsie daisy. Alright, we're going backwards, Murph. In or forward. Whoa! Easy now, Jemima. Oh wow, the controls are absolutely shagged. Hang on a second. Easy. Pause that before we die. There's something not right with the controls. Controls. Input gain. You know, 5? These are dampeners, so like, what should these be at? Pitch and roll. Input gain. Let's see what this does. So. Okay. I don't really have pitch authority though. That's a bit of an issue. Hang on a second. I don't want to crash. Controls. What are we doing here now? Yaw rate. Servo motors on. Collective. No, it's more the cyclic I want. Pitch rate. Turn these on full blast. There she goes. Force trim on cyclic. Right, autopilot, right? Okay, that's helped a little bit. Easy now, easy. Alright, gear in. Trim memory for AP attitude. Is it? Hang on now. So it's a modern aircraft, meaning attitude would want to be on here, wouldn't it? So where would we put this in now? It's a fine looking machine, isn't it? Jesus. Alright. Bit of forward speed. What's the roll? Oh, we'll head out towards Dublin here for the moment. So it's windy, that's why it's giving us all the crack, yeah? Jesus, she ain't turning. There's something just not right. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Easy now. Just trying to dial in some settings here. Just so it feels a bit more natural, you know? Jeez, it's pretty, man. That's a pretty chopper, isn't it? Sounds great. It's got an aircraft carrier. Get out of town. There's an aircraft carrier out the road here. Asher, listen. I wonder how we can fix the control. It's like they're all completely damped out, if that makes sense. Right, so there's... Okay, so she's all autopilot, look. Jesus. There's altitude. Now, if I have autopilot on, right, and heading is set to on, there's the trims. Is that cyclic? Yeah, sky colours are class looking. Okay. It won't engage, so go heading. Okay, is this the chopper trying to do its thing? Up to 83 knots. Level off. There's a left turn coming in for the heading. There's altitude. Hold altitude. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. IAS, can we increase the speed? Yes, we can. I call it 100 knots. And let's get our heading. Left turn a bit. Oh man, look at that. Not having much joy hand flying it though. So we're saying force trim on the cyclic, right? That's force trim there, is it? Oh. It's just hand flying it is just kind of off. Do you know what I mean? Let me see. Windows. Operations. Auto heading. Like, what should they all be at? Rudder override. Like, I'm not actually quite sure what this does, but sure, listen. Let's over this way, we have a closer look. Yeah, the skies look class, man, don't they? Right, that carrier is way off to our left.
Hello there.
Vague, thank you very much indeed. Welcome in. Turn cloud graphics to medium. They look the same. Massive improvement. Really? Clouds. Where do we do this now? Cloud quality medium, you're saying, is it? Right. Airliners Live, welcome in, lads. Hope you're well. We're here in an absolute pleshka trying to figure out how to do things in X-Plane. It's hilarious crack. They look the same. Then also turn off MSAA. I just have it on FAA. Wait, what?
Hello there.
Just select. Okay, we'll try that. Give it a second. Let's see what happens. This could break the internet. Lads, you're very welcome in. Hope you had a great stream. You join us here in X-Plane 12. We're checking out a new chopper. Well, the clouds look a bit weird now. It's that of the Augusta Westland 109. And we're flying it around Dublin Port. And there's an aircraft carrier out there. I thought this was brilliant. Yeah, them clouds are a bit mad looking now. I think we need better. I think we need better stuff. Man alive! Look at the state of this. So we were flying the BAE 146 a little bit earlier on, and now we've just jumped into this new, relatively new chopper, but it looks great. Look at the button. Yeah, press that one, Tazzy. I turn on that FXAA stuff. Yeah, you look like a guy I work with. Hello welcome there. In, welcome in. Lads, thank you so much for your follow. I hope you had a great stream. Very happy Wednesday. And you usually find me in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're just doing a bit of messing in X-Plane and completely exploring add-ons that I haven't a clue what I'm doing. But it's grand, right? Because I've all day to figure it out. I've flown the AW109 in X-Plane, which would be kind of the bigger brother of this helicopter here. But X-Plane currently in a beta. This is the beta 5. Look at that, it's an aircraft carrier. And we're going to have to try and land there, right? You know. Right, let's reset those settings there because they look horrible. Let's go up this way and see if it fixes it. Right. Coxbird, good to see you, Seb. Hope you're well. You have a chopper later for me to play with? Brilliant. The cloud's back up. Up the yard there now, you devil. Make it look nicer. See what happens. Yeah, do a bit of testing later on maybe, yeah. Right, they're way better. Right, lads, I'm going to attempt to try... Oh, look, there's a chopper after taking off. Right. Autopilot. How do we disengage you now? So, we'll just turn off autopilot. Okay. Ooh, easy now. Easy now. Right. Let's see, can we ramble across? Great sounds in the chopper as well. So we're going to try and get down to that aircraft carrier for the crack. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, lads? Do you know what I mean? Well, death, Murph. Yeah. But, you know, apart from that. Easy now. So, we want that altitude to start dropping down there, so... Our collective is down, yet she's holding up. What's going on here now? Okay, we've instantly started to die. Right. What do we do at a time like this? Well, we panic, Murphy. Does someone have the magic word? Oh, Jesus. We've entered a flat spin. And... no! No! Regain it! Recover the situation! Jesus! Easy now! Bloody hell! Right! Easy now, you big idiot! Stay where you are! My feet are just a blur underneath me desk trying to hold this thing level. Bloody hell! We're not bailing out! It's not safe! Right, let's turn that stuff back on. Clearly it wanted this stuff on, didn't it? Right. We're in stable flight. It's grand. I mean, how did we recover from that? Bloody hell. Who needs to get out to get sick? The good news is we fixed it. The bad news... Oh, look, the carrier's following us. The bad news is we don't know how. Lower the gear there for the crack. Because we want to try and land it on the carrier. Yeah, this is totally safe. Master warning. Rotor high. Turn it down. There we go. No, that's how you break it. Easy now. Yes, right. This has not gone well. We're getting there. Where's that carrier? Look, there he is. He's playing hard to get. Look, they've even launched their own helicopter wondering, what is this, you know, what's he at? Right, we're going to ease our way in and attempt to land it on the carrier, right? It'll be grand. Speed is off the chart, but we are descending. That's a good sign. This is a hard... Any helicopter any aircraft, in fact, that tries to kill you, it's a good... that's a good aircraft in my book. We just need to learn how to fly it. Do you know what I mean? Right, easy now. Let's see what we can do. So we're tracking in. Turn this gadget back on for the moment. Now, I hope he doesn't turn. Easy. Easy. All right. So we're doing 83 knots. So we just want to kind of edge our way forwards from here. Easy now. Easy now. There we go. Right, things are looking a little bit more well. Look how far that chopper's gone out, look. Okay, 80 knots is going to be too fast for this, but sure, listen. It's a good job it's a big aircraft carrier, isn't it? But we need the arrestor cables, probably not. Right, easy now. Easy. Watch the speed. Right, lead off some of that speed. Carrier, don't even think about moving. Easy. Easy. 47 knots. What's he doing? About 20, I'd say. Easy. Easy. Watch the power. Watch the power. Easy. Holy frame rates, Batman. Easy. Just nudge forward a little bit.
Dreamy, sleepy,
Ah,
nighty,
Jesus,
snoozy.
who did that to me, Lois? That was terrifying. Easy. 28 knots. Easy. Don't go off the end. Don't go off the end. And touchdown. Ah, Jesus. Now, if that wouldn't like make you absolutely exhausted, I don't know what would. Ah. Look at the state of that, though. The frame rate is really bad in the Owl aircraft carrier. Ah, sure, isn't that mad looking, lads? It looks semi-professional, yeah. Once I didn't, you know, instantly try to freaking die, right? Oh, look, there are 3D waves now. Look, that's new. But the shadows are crap. It's grand. Oh, look at it turning. The ship is turning, lads. Do. That's mad looking. Super 6-4, there's smoke coming from your tail rotor. You better believe it. There's the other chopper, look. Imagine if it wasn't 3D. Ah, stop, will you? Ah, that's very good, I think, isn't it? It's freaking class looking. Now, where's the rest of the carrier group? You hardly get a carrier out here on his own, would you? Do you know what I mean? Hang on a second. Hang on a second now. We can have too much fun with this. I'm just saying we can have too much fun with this. Where is this gadget now? Oh yeah. I mean, look at the state of that. Ah, sure wasn't that lovely. Right. Can we get the thing back into the air? Let's try it. Go on, you devil. Oh, Jesus. We're moving. Oh, the pixelated horror. Landed it! Ah, Jesus, that was manky. Come on now with that, lads. I mean, look, listen, right? If there's prizes being given out for like the special, right? I get one of them. Ah, Jesus. That was brilliant fun. Ah, what a machine. Danger zone, Murph calls it. Doesn't come home with a new kitchen. That's it. What a mad chopper. It's going to take a while to learn it. Because it heavily relies, it heavily relies on its automated systems. So if you turn off all the jazz, I mean, yeah, you can throw it around the air, right? But it's very much kind of get your pitch and it'll hold it. Get your roll, it'll hold it. Get your kind of collective in there and it'll hold it. Most unusual machine. What's the nighttime lighting like? Come on, X-Plane, you can do it. I'm getting really bad performance here, but give it a moment. It'll all chill out here now and sort itself out. There we go. Oh man, look at the lighting on this thing. Jesus. Right, make it nighttime. Oh man, look at the state of that. Look at the lighting, lads. That's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it? X-Plane at night, I'm telling you. Jeez, the detail of that carrier, look, you can see everything inside. Isn't it beautiful? Carrier performance has always been weird, yeah. The hangar is lit up. Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? That's awesome looking. You can see it at the hangar, look. Yeah, that's pretty impressive now, I have to say. Pretty impressive. Looks very nice. Right, what's this doing now? Oh, we're going okay. That's very impressive, lads, isn't it? The lighting is just superb, so it is. Beautiful. How's the noise of the chopper? That's class looking, isn't it? Yeah, the ramp goes up and down. Yeah. You hear that chopper above us? There's a couple of artifacts. You can see that kind of weird shadowing stuff going on, but like... It's quite impressive to say the least. It's very good, isn't it? Put your chopper on the lift. Yeah, no worries. Holy frame rates, Batman. Easy. We're doing this at about 6 FPS, lads. This is a disaster. Easy now. Can you get the 146 in the carrier? Oh, Jesus, Murphy, don't crash. There's consequence to crashing. Easy. Don't hit the building. Oh, no. Jesus. Move it. Jesus. Easy. Oh, we're in big trouble now. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Easy. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Easy. The ship is moving, so I'm trying to match its speed. Ah, Jesus. Why has the ramp gone down? Jesus. Get back up. External. Oh, Jesus. Easy. No. Easy. This is a bad idea. Right. Set her down here now for a second. Now, get onto that ramp quick. Go on. Go on. Get on there now. Yes. No, don't hit the F-18. They're very expensive. Easy. 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 Right, brilliant. Ah, look, we're going down to the thing, look. Fantastic. How close are we to the back there? It says we're close. I'm never going to fit in that door at all. Oh, will I? Hang on. Roll her forward. Roll her forward. Come on, Betsy. Roll her. We have a tiny window of opportunity. Come on. With your low FPS. Get in. Oh, Jesus. Don't clip the door going in. Jesus, look. Yes. Jesus, look. Holy frame rates, Batman. That's disastrous, isn't it? That's fantastic. Oh, look at the lighting coming in there now, look. Ah, brilliant. There's our frame rate back. Ah, look at the legend that is. And they closed the door behind me. Jesus. Hang on. Come back a bit. There we go. Come round, come round, come round.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah, you can see us in the far door, look. Ah, brilliant. Oh no, the thing's after crashing because I zoomed in twice. No! Stupid thing. Vulcan. I'm not using Vulcan. I'm using the other thing. Oh no, it is. No, it is. It is Vulcan. Oh no! It crashed the second time. Ah, Jesus. How long will this take now? We'll have to. No, it's okay. It just shut it all off, and then it came back alive again. Oh, Jesus, lads, that was terrifying. Absolutely brutal, wasn't it? Huh? Yeah, thanks, Navigraph. Yeah. I don't know. X-Plane is great old gas, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. Talk about low frame rates, you know. It's a nice chopper, though, isn't it? It is a nice chopper. It is very nice. It is a very nice chopper. Right, that's going to do it now for the bit, lads. We're going to be back later on. Hopefully now, you know, it wasn't too traumatic for you, right? And right, it's X-Plane 12. It's not something I stream all the time. It's just it's no harm jumping in to see what it's like every now and again. And apart from the few issues during the beta 5, when they release a new patch, I'll definitely check it out again. But it's just a little bit unstable. For my own liking, just especially with the views, you know, like they need to fix that. The good news is the Boeing 757 has been updated, so on our next X-Plane stream, whenever they give it a quick update, I'll blast off in the 757. Do be sure to check out Conti's channel, Continuum. He did be on X-Plane quite a bit, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we're back to you later on this afternoon. What time are we now? We're half one in Ireland. We're back on at 1900 Zulu time. Don't forget the dev update is on at 1750 Zulu over on Microsoft Flight Simulator. We will be checking that out. Excited to see what they're going to be working on next. And with Sim Update 3 now on the way, it'll be very interesting to see what happens, you know. So lads, I want to thank you all so very much for spending your morning or early afternoon or indeed your evening for this short little Explain stream. I will be streaming again tomorrow daytime and I'll be back in Microsoft Flight Simulator for that, and we'll probably do a little bit longer. We're gonna, I don't know what we'll fly, but we'll fly something, more than likely general aviation, and we'll see where we go from there. Tomorrow night then we're going to be flying airliners as we do some VATSIM flights. And then on Friday at 1700 Zulu, we take on Route 66 from start to finish in Microsoft Flight Sim. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and terror and all the things that come with it. So thank you all so very much indeed for your help. If you are new here, do be sure to check out our Discord, !Discord. And also anyone who might be looking for a bit of merchandise, where we're doing a flash sale over on the website, 40% off, because, well, I'm 40 on Friday. So that's now live. So if you want to, get some nice merch, it's 40% off. So, right, until later, lads, 1900 Zulu, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you then. Holy crap. Holy crap. We're going in, that's it. There's no turning back at this stage. Jesus, mind the bears. Look at this big Jesus. Oh no, we're into dying. Quick, get out. Oh no, we're Jesus. Out. Ooh. Oh, we've got a gun sight. This is a beta, so I'm not too worried. It looks great though, doesn't it? Listen to this.